Most of us grow up thinking pain means damage and that we have no control, but what if that's the biggest lie keeping you stuck? Understanding pain differently isn't just helpful, it's the key to unlocking your recovery. Stick with me here because shifting this perspective could change everything. Hey everyone, I'm Chrissy Williford. I'm known as the Pain Free Miracle Worker because after 8 years of dealing with my own chronic pain, I finally found the answers I was looking for when doctors and therapists couldn't. Now I help men and women eliminate their pain, tone their body, and get stronger so they can love the way they look and feel. What if you were able to see pain as a sign or a request for change in what you're doing rather than something is harming you or being hurtful? Because many times that's what's happening. I had a friend of mine share with me how he was competing in a powerlifting competition, and he was doing back squats, and then he started having elbow pain. So he was asking me about it, and so I kind of ran down a list of things, and then I said, well, like, what were you doing when this started? And he said, I just done a back squat. So it's like, why do you have elbow pain when you're doing a back squat? Because you're holding a bar, but your elbow is just stationary, it's not moving. So anyway, I was curious about what was going on with his hips, and he said, I never thought I would have elbow pain because I have a hip problem. Well, no, you wouldn't. But it's also like, what if his body's just saying, hey, I need you to tweak something in your back squat, and the way I'm going to get you to do that is we're going to give you pain in your elbow, which is going to affect how you can hold the bar. So maybe you're uncomfortable holding the bar, so maybe you just won't squat anymore that way because we don't like that. His brain didn't like that. Could that be true? Certainly, it could be true. So looking at your pain as not a symptom of something, or not a destination, but a sign and a request for you to do something different. Another example, if I sit a lot at a desk and work, when I stand up, it's hard for me to stand up sometimes. You may experience the same thing. So it's like, okay, maybe your body's just saying, hey, don't sit around all the time like that. So for me personally, I make sure that I do certain exercises that support my body when it's sitting a lot. But also I come home and do tummy time. I'm an infant over here. and sometimes I'll get down in tummy time laying on my belly and work on my computer that way because it feels better for my body. So just because you're feeling something in your body, it doesn't mean that something's wrong per se. Many times it does. But it also could just be a communication method. It could be how your body's talking to you, because like your brain doesn't have a mouth where it can say, hey, Fred, stop doing that. Like we don't have that. So our body and our brain gets to communicate with us in a different way that's not verbal. So one of the skills that I have is interpreting that, because I've been down many rabbit holes with this, but I interpret people's pain so that they can see what it is that they need to focus on, because there always is an interpretation to that. Maybe you're having that same experience where you're doing something and then just like a random pain shows up. If you do, put that in the comments and let me know, because I could use that to make content, make videos, and give you my perspective on those things. So make sure you share that with me in the comments below. My point here is that shift your perspective so that you view what's going on in your body as a communication method rather than an end destination. The other thing is that, and I mentioned this in a previous video, is still around fear. Like if you're having fear of movement, one of the best ways to resolve that fear is to move in a way that feels good for your body. So what that means is to regress exercises, to modify them, to really stay in a lane of what feels good, because the more you do that, it quiets the threat that your brain but perceives, and it'll help your body improve a lot faster. What's really interesting in my working with people and helping them through this kinds of stuff is when we regress them and modify them and pull them back a little bit, they're able to progress a lot faster and get a better result quickly. So it doesn't take 3 months to get there, it might take a couple weeks. But once they start that progression, it happens so much faster. And even though sometimes it's a mindset management piece to that, it's definitely worth it. So, starting where you are, finding out how are the ways that you can move your body in a safe way that feel good to you really does help resolve and reduce that fear that you have around movement. I think really the reframe of pain is not punishment supports you with being able to do this, because getting over the fear is a hurdle, but it's not impossible. And the reframe, the perspective shift around it, where, pain is a communication method, not a punishment for something, it really supports you in being able to do that, because mindset is everything. Like, I, when I had my injury and I was dealing with chronic pain, I said to myself so many times, I know the body can heal itself. I know it will if I support it properly. The what and the how was what I was looking for, but I never shifted my belief, because our mind is so powerful. And it's not even just like saying affirmations to yourself. Those are powerful too. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about having a mindset of, I am going to heal, I am going to recover, I am going to feel better, and I'm going to do it by any means necessary. And what I've found over the years is the means is not really so outside the box when we understand the body and how it operates and how it works. But finding people that have that information is the most challenging part of it. It was the most challenging part of it for me. And it's the reason that I share it today, because I looked for so long. I went and talked to so many people. I read so many books. I tried so many things to really figure out what was the cause of what was going on with my body and how can I recover that. Our body is so miraculous. It was made to recover itself. We get in the way of that many times because we're doing what someone told us or what's marketed to us or some trend or whatever, and we actually end up making ourselves worse when our body's meant to move. Our brain thrives on movement. So that's why I say, if you're hurting or you have joint pain or you have a chronic pain that you're not understanding, find a way to move your body that feels good, because that's going to support you tremendously. Okay, I know it's a hard struggle sometimes, but it really is worth it. There are many different mindset practices that you could employ to support you in reducing fear, and get curious about what's going on in your body and really tune into what's going on with your body, because it does talk to you, and many times very loudly. I mean, even if you came up with 3 things that you could say to yourself every day, I still today say to myself most mornings, it's going to be a great day today. I'm going to the greatest place on earth. It's going to be a great day today. And it's almost like a fake it till you make it kind of thing, where you're literally just going to speak it into existence. I'm going to feel better today. I'm going to feel better as the day goes on today. It's going to be a great day today. And it puts you in a positive energy. And even when it seems like your life's falling down around you or you just can't get it together, like, you're not beating yourself up about it. You're being very positive and optimistic, and that sets a landscape for your body to be able to heal. So come up with 3 things. In fact, I invite you to come up with 3 things that you could say to yourself every day that shift your mindset and your perspective and helps you feel better. And then drop your favorite one in the comments below and let me know. Let's share those. I'll give you my 3 is, it's going to be a great day today. And then I'm in the greatest place on earth and I'm going to do this. That's my power statement. I'm going to do this because I know that nothing is stopping me except for myself. Same's true for you, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. All the time I say those things to myself. And you can do the same thing. So create three, let's call them power statements. Put it in the comments. Put your favorite one in the comments. And then I also invite you to try it for a week. Do it for 1 week. Every day you say that to yourself. Make a note. Do like an alarm on your phone. Make a note somewhere. Post-its. Whatever works for you. Put it up somewhere so you remember. Set reminders. Engage a friend with you too so you guys can support each other and remind each other to do that. Do it for a week. And let's see what happens. And then come back and in the comments, find your comment and reply to it. I did this for a week and here's what happened, because I'd love to know that too. Let's create evidence and prove that you can shift your mindset, and it will help you get past fear. It will help you support your body, and it will help you get where you want to go and to feel better. Okay, that's my coaching for you today. If this resonates with you, make sure you subscribe so you never miss my tips and tricks that help you take control of your life back. See you on the next one.